my carp bait. I've sent some of it. I made some of it to do some carp fishing, and I sent a little bit to a few friends, and some of them don't know how to use it. They said they ain't never used it before, but they're gonna try it out. But I just wanted to make a little video to show you how to use it, how to pack it without it, make it do it right. But this is I'm gonna show you how to do it. The first one I got, let's see if you can get down here and we can see what's going on. Get you down here and see what's going on. All right, you can see all the bait. All right, if you can hear me, I got two different kinds of bait I made. I got rice bait, and I got what they call mullet. This here is like a grape. I made some Concord grape rice, and this is a rice bait. This here is a little bit different than that mullet. I can kind of reach in there and grab it, and it won't stick to my hands and stuff, and I can pack a ball. But I'm gonna show you how to do it with it. That right there, the rice is a little bit easier to work with. It won't stick to your hands like that. But I put them in these things right here to keep them from getting moist in them and everything. As long as you keep the moist out and you don't get no water in it and that like this thing will last me over a year. This bait will, if I don't use it up. But if I just set it up somewhere, it'll last a year, real easy, and still be good, and still work. But the way I usually set them up when I'm packing, I usually got my rods here. I got two hooks on it at the same time. These things right here is what we call cinnamon balls. I take and pour cinnamon oil in these bottles, in these things, and it's a corn pop, and it's got cinnamon on it. And we just take them, and I sent, these are some other stuff that you can, about the same thing. It's different kinds. They have different kinds. I sent Rustic some. It was like Christmas candy or something. He tried to eat it, but surely you look on top right there, there's a carp right there. There's carp bait. You can't eat that stuff, Rustic. It's for carp. But yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do it. I usually take two hooks, and I take and put a corn pop on that one, corn pop on this one. When you're using these corn pops that we using, when I usually got that cinnamon oil on it, you don't never want to put that cinnamon's hot. It'll set you on fire. So once you get that on there, I usually try to put them together. Then I reach in here and grab me a big old ball of this right here, and I put it in my hand like this, and I try to mash it out a little bit, where I make me a little pattern, a little indention, what you want to say. Put these in here like this, put them inside of it, then I mash down around it. Make sure you get that, you want them corn pops in the middle. Sometimes if you can't get enough, if you ain't got enough, you reach back down in here and get you a little bit more, and put it on the other side if you want to, as long as you get that thing packed in there real good. You want them corn pops in the middle. So you just pack it. Just keep packing. The more you pack it, the stronger it'll get. You just make sure them hooks is covered up so they don't come out of there. And rice bait, it's a lot more easy to work with. There's your big old ball right there. You can throw that ball and chunk it, and it won't come off of there. When it hits the water, it gets to the bottom, it'll probably sit on there about maybe a minute, maybe a little minute, about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. And this rice will break apart. When that rice breaks apart, it'll just lay there like that. These corn pops will pop up, and they'll sit there and float right over top of that bait. Carp will come by and eat that, and they'll hit this that sugar pop in their mouth, and it'll tear them up. That cinnamon, it set them on fire. All right, now that's the rice bait. Now the little mullet is a little different. You can't pack that mullet like you do that. This is one reason why I wanted to show you how the video goes. This is a little different. If you ain't never used mullet before, it's real sticky. I mean, I can reach in here and grab it and get it out of here. But again, as long as you leave it in here and it don't get no water or moist to it or anything, it's good. I can grab it and I can mess with it, but the more I mess with it, you see it sticking to my hands. So what you do with that is you take, and I always have you a little bit of water. Take your water, get your hands wet, get you a towel, and just barely tap your hands off, but you want it to stay kind of moisty. Then you can grab that stuff and it won't stick to your hand so much. You do the same thing as you did the rice. Then you make your little pellet, you put these in the middle, close this around it, and you pack it. As long as you got your hands a little bit moist, this stuff will not stick to your hands. The more you press down on it like this, it'll pack. It'll make a softball. It'll make it so hard, it'll feel like a rock. The same thing. When I make this stuff, I time it. And what I mean by timing it, I take like water right there, and I make a ball, just like I'm doing right now, except without the hooks. I put the corn pop in there and everything, and I'll drop it down in that water. I start counting, and every how long it takes for that corn pop to pop to the top of the water, that's how long it takes for that thing to break down. So I got this stuff here to break down probably about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. If you do this right, and it won't stick to your hands if you use it like I do with the water, like I said with the water. There's you another pack bait. Now I have seen Jarrett. I have never used them, but Jarrett's got these kind of JBT. I've seen him use them little things that's black. You can put your pack bait in there, and it might work that way. I've just never done it that way. This is the old-fashioned way. This is the way my grandpa learned me how to do it, and this is my grandpa's recipes. This is how he made it. But like I said, see, since my hands are starting to dry, that thing's starting to stick to my hands again. You'll never get this stuff on if you don't use that water technique. It'll stick to your hands and you won't make a ball. If you take a little bit of water and get your hands wet and then just damp them off, they don't have to be dry, but it'll make a ball like that, and you can chunk it, and it'll fly, and it'll get it done. But yeah, that's what I want to do. I was wanting to make a video on this and show you how it's done. And I guess we'll catch you on the next one. Now that's how you do it. Catch you next time. God bless each and every one of you. River Rat, I'm out of here. Later.